to analyse last week's game, do you sort of angry at the first half, happy with the second half, bit of both? How do you look at it now?
In essence, the decisions we made with the ball early were the right ones, but they were made too slowly. So instead of kicking it straight away, we waited 4 or 5, 6, 10 seconds, and Collingwood got where they wanted. And then the tail of the second half was a couple of parts of our game got criticised, but if we'd kicked the ball inside 50 better and used it better and taken some chances that we should have taken, it could have been a closer result. But we probably dodged a few bullets in the first half and could have maximised more in the second half.
So is that confidence, or is it following instructions in terms of
which part?
Moving the ball quicker?
More confidence and just being switched on to do it a little quicker. Certainly, as I said, the decisions were right, but do it quicker, and that way you get the ball further down the field and alleviates some pressure and puts a bit more back on them.
Your inside 50s weren't too bad, but you just didn't seem to be going deep enough inside 50.
That's a very good observation, and when we did get opportunities closer to goal, we didn't take them.
Daniel Gensiracusa, where's he at? 4 times at the sub-vest now for the year. Is it limiting his time because of his body, or is it more of a sort of a coaching type thing?
Combination. We're maximising what G has got pretty well, we think, and he was having. It's a funny sound, that bipping sound, isn't it?
It's damn annoying.
You know what it is?
Yeah, it's the air freshener.
It's when I'm not telling you the total truth, Tone, that it bips.
It's a lie detector.
It is. It could be a lie detector. I don't know what it is. No, it's pretty much to help him get through the season and get through games, and we won't sub him every week, but he'll be more often than not.
Seems to be working though. I mean,
yeah.
he comes out sort of a super sub, isn't he?
Yeah, it's working, and we're developing some other players around him that are going to be good players for us for a long time. So it's a combination of things.
And using his experience on the bench as well, which is great too for the young kids.
Yeah, he does see the game very well. He's made it quite clear he wants to evolve into coaching, and I think he'll make a really good coach. He's a good football person.
Does he enjoy the role as sub? I mean, you have to sort of convince him.
I'm just waiting for that bip to go again. I don't think any player is in. There you go. He's in love with it, but he understands it, and what Daniel's committed to in his final time at the club is helping where he can and helping our younger players, and we really commend that. He's a good person.
A few eyebrows raised last week that Brett Deledio was left so free so often. Was he someone that you would put a bit more work into, maybe than your old mate Sando did?
Yeah, watching footy behind the goals is a lot different to watching it at home on the TV, and it wasn't as simple as that. They were quite smart in getting what they wanted. A couple landed in his lap, and there was a fair bit happening by Adelaide to fix it up, and sometimes you can't always get what you want to, and they did have control of a lot of contests and used the ball particularly well. They're in good form. They're turning into a pretty good team.
They're sort of the team now that is stretching most teams, aren't they, with the amount of midfielders that you need to cover?
Yeah, they are. They've been building. I think I said the last time we played them, Tone, that they've built their club very well. They've been a stable club, clear direction. Their game plan has evolved. What they are now is what they weren't a couple of years ago. They've added piece by piece, and that's what most clubs do. They've been selective at the draft. They've got their early picks right. They've brought in. They've rebuilt a total midfield that is talented, and yeah, they're in a good place, and good luck to them.
Having them so close to the last time, I think twice in 13 rounds, is unusual. Does that sort of help in regards to your planning for the game? Does it help in making the changes that you need to make? When
you're a coach, when you get your game pulled apart, that tends to stay with you for about 3 or 5 years. When you're a player, you tend to move on and forget, but it's still quite fresh for the players. They remember the start, where they got us, how non-thinking we were around the ball, really, and they were able to play the way they wanted, and they gave us a pretty good working over. So it's our challenge to deal with that. They have a perception of us, how they think they can beat us, and we've actually got to be able to deal with it and play well.
Are you keen to see Wayne Campbell come over to the Dogs?
Wayne's a good fella. I've known Wayne for a long time, and I'm sure he interviewed very well. I do know the club's still working through the process of finding someone. I think it's been reported that he's short favourite. I don't know where it's at. We've got 5 or 6 people that are really thorough in what they're doing at the moment to find a really good footy manager. But Wayne is a good football person. Whoever gets the job, they'll be high quality.
Easton Wood, can you tell us a bit about where he's at with his hamstring?
Yeah, we had to repair the hamstring first. It was a hamstring tendon injury, which is more than a hamstring, more than a normal hamstring muscle injury. So we needed to repair that first, which took longer. And then now that it's repaired, I actually am telling the truth with this one. I was telling the truth before too, by the way. Now that it's repaired, we're going through some battery of tests that'll hopefully tell us why, whether it's structural, whether it's running mechanics, whether it's the way his hips are positioned, all the different things that give Easton and our commitment to him, that we give him the best chance to have a really good AFL career.
So you don't have a potential return idea of when you...
Maybe another 3 to 4 weeks. Once we know, once we can itemise why it's reoccurring, we can go forward. But he's fit and strong. It's a shame we can't use him, because at the moment if we use him, we're fearful that it'll happen again until we know exactly what the cause is. But it's been pretty exhaustive, the tests.
Tory Dixon, is he right to go this one?
Tory Dixon played last week. He's right to go. Tory's very close to playing. There'll probably be a couple of changes, and more than likely we'll bring in a first gamer. We will bring in a first gamer. We're going to play young Lockie Hunter, which is terrific. He's been in great form, and he's the 4th in that batch from that draft, which we're really excited about, and we think we've found another good player.
Can you tell us a bit about him, position?
Lockie?
Yeah.
I think he'll be a midfielder in time, probably more suited to playing forward at the moment. He's very creative. He just understands the game, and when the ball's near him, good things happen. So we're looking forward to him debuting and going from there.
Tom Williams come through his surgery okay?
Yes. Yeah, Tom had his surgery on Tuesday, and full reconstruction, and go from there.
Will he get away from the club at all? Will he head off?
Probably. Yeah, he's a bit of an old hand at these now. He's pretty much got it down pat what to do when the surgery. And fingers crossed we get him back.
Thanks, Brendan.
Thank you. Thanks, folks.